Okay, now we're going to talk about another website. This comes third in line as far as websites to use when you're ordering keys or even to find out more about a customer's car and the key that belongs with it. In this instance, most of the times when we use Keylessride, it's usually when there is an older vehicle. Um, the car and truck remotes.com website usually doesn't have like the very old vehicles, so like the early 2000s or 1970, or sorry, not 1970s, like 1990 remotes. This is usually the place that we'll go to, and also just to get a second pricing to see if we can get it cheaper. So I usually start out with car and truck remotes.com, and then I'll go to keylessride.com to check out the vehicle key. So how you do this, you go to the main site right here. You'll see vehicle search. You can actually do it by VIN number. It's not 100% accurate, but you could definitely use a customer's VIN. Input it here, search. You should be able to come up with the key for their vehicle. Now, let's say if you don't have their VIN, most of the times what I do is I just find out their year, make, and model. So, we'll use our example again, Honda 2011 CRZ. So I do that, input it, don't even need to press enter. It'll automatically go and find the key. So it says right here, 3 products for a 2011 Honda CRZ. Let's see, parts of this. Yeah, so they're basically just saying like, hey, you got to make sure it's our responsibility to make sure it's the right vehicle. Um, so you just have to know on ourselves, and we have to verify that. And there's multiple ways that we can do that. So anyways, there are a couple options here. This is the original OEM key, just the key itself with the chip in it. So you could click view options, and this will basically tell you how much it is. It's $59. And this is not the checkout price. You have to make sure you sign in to get taxes and shipping, and then you do a quote. So make sure it's an all-inclusive price. So, you add this to the cart. Okay, we added to the cart. This is just say, do you want to get a pre-cut key by photo? We don't do this. We cut ourselves. So no thanks. Proceed to cart. And you'll see the options for shipping. Usually we just do ground, but we do ask customers, we tell customers usually it takes about 4 to 5 business days, considering that we're, this is the time during COVID. Shipping times tend to be off, but I let most customers know that it's about 4 to 5 business days. If they want it sooner, they can do second day air, but we just charge them a little bit more, or next day air. And we look at taxes, and this is our total price. This is the price to use as the base cost when you're pricing out the key and giving a quote to the customer. But since we are not talking about that in this section, I'm just going to go back and we'll discuss how you quote a customer on a key price. So going back, we're going to go back to the 2011 Honda CRZ. Okay. So that's if you wanted an OEM key. You also have the remote key, and then you have an aftermarket version of the key. So usually these are a little bit cheaper. As far as what we tend to do is we usually get aftermarket keys. Most people do want to save money. Sometimes we can give them an option to get OEM, but most of the times what we'll do is we'll go with the aftermarket key. Now, if they want the key combo, this is where you're going to go to. You view options, and you're going to have some available options for the key combo. Okay, so let's see. Original manufacturer equivalent remote key. Like new integrated remote key. This is the first time I'm seeing this, but I'm assuming this is an aftermarket key of this. So new or like new, original manufacturer equivalent replacement, like new or genuine. So this is the genuine replacement key right here. It's $45. This one right here, the description is right here. New or like new, original manufacturer equivalent replacement integrated key remote key, basically meaning it's aftermarket. Typically in this case, we use Ilco products, so we usually have these type of keys in stock already. But let's say if you didn't and you wanted to order the key, most of the times in this scenario, since we're not sure about the quality of these aftermarket ones, since we use primarily Ilco, we would go with this one. And so you would just add it to the cart, basically go to checkout again, get the price for the key itself, and then you can quote them on how much it's gonna be. So, your total, which is ironic, but it's 54.71, which is cheaper than the key with chip, which is a bit weird. But anyway, so Keylessride is the basically third place that we go to find a key for our customers. So you start out with the Ilco lookalike remotes, then you go to the carandtruckremotes.com website, then you go to keylessride.com. There's a couple of other websites that we use, but it's pretty rare. I would say that Ilco lookalike remotes, carandtruckremotes.com, and keylessride.com cover about 98% of all the keys that we get. There are going to be instances where you have to use other websites, but I'm not necessarily going to cover it on this one. But we do have some other places that we do go to get keys. So this should cover majority of them, though. Alrighty, that's it.